All right, let's just turn back into how Donald Trump is very excited about Bill Barr's claims that his campaign was spied on, just like COINTELPRO. I'm
Just
like Abby
like
Hoffman.
Huey
I'm like
P.
Abby Hoffman and MLK.
It's like Abby Hoffman. It's like Huey Newton and me. The struggle is real.
And here is Trump basically announcing, I hired only the best person.
Mr. President, are you pleased that your Attorney General yesterday said that there was spying into your campaign in 2016?
Yes, I am. I think what he said was absolutely true. There was absolutely spying into my campaign. I'll go a step further. In my opinion, it was illegal spying, unprecedented spying, and something that should never be allowed to happen in our country again. And I think his answer was actually a very accurate one, and a lot of people saw that. And a lot of people understand, many people understand the situation and want to be open to that situation. Hard to believe it could have happened, but it did. There was spying in my campaign, and his answer was a very accurate one.
Many people.
And
Here is... Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's precedences for campaigns spying on other campaigns. No, we're not getting into if this is illegal spying. If there was spying, there's precedence for spying. I mean, LBJ spied on Nixon because Nixon was scuttling the Vietnamese peace talks. So
He was undermining the Paris peace talks, right? With double dealing by Henry Kissinger.
And in this instance, the spying that took place on the campaign, to the extent that we're aware of it, was a function of campaign operatives and in some instances, just people who were under surveillance joining the campaign.
actually very similar to what happened between LBJ and Nixon. I forget what her name was, but the Dragon Lady was the back channel to Vietnam. Like it's.
Well, you mean
Okay.
Shanghai Shek's wife?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right, Madam Shanghai Shek. She's a major figure in right-wing politics.
Okay, but that's deep. That's history.
Okay.
I'm saying it's unprecedented now.
I was at an orgy with Roy Cohn and Madam Shanghai Shek once, so I think I know the history.
I'm saying it's unprecedented in the present.
As far as anybody knows.
It's unprecedented now, not in history. So, and speaking of in-depth analysis of this, Ainsley Earhart on Fox and Friends weighs in with a really good question.
If a presidential candidate is being spied on, shouldn't everyone be concerned about that to find out why that's happening?
To
if
use
this were happening,
the mechanisms of the federal government
exactly,
to spy on
like
a
the FISA
political
court.
opponent. Unbelievable.
If the roles were reversed, if we found out that Hillary Clinton's campaign was being spied on, don't you think everyone would be upset about that? It's such a double standard. What's wrong with just asking how this happened? If there is spying, we want to know more information about it. Period.
If we knew it took place, and to
Yeah, I can only imagine how upset they would be about Hillary Clinton being spied on. I mean,
Do you even understand? Do you even care?
It's I have to say the Attorney General and the way that they are playing this is very, very effective now, right? Because we have moved on to waiting for the Mueller report, and when it does show up in a couple of days or in a week or whenever it is, it's going to be heavily redacted, and then the news story is going to move to this ongoing investigation of how the investigation investigation was launched. That, I imagine, will be heavily redacted, but the redactions will probably create a narrative that Donald Trump will be coasting on for months to come. And this is how it's going to go. And so ultimately, we're back to where we've been the entire time, which is that people need to mobilize against Donald Trump and others and vote him out ultimately.